Alcohol, liquid courage. It is the tool used by people all around the world for thousands of years to be able to socialize and court one another. But I'm here to tell you today that while on the surface it may feel like it's helping you in these situations, I promise you it is actually delaying you from long-term growth. This isn't some anti-alcohol PSA. I still drink occasionally in social gatherings, and I used to a lot more when I was going out into social situations and trying to meet women, but I've accepted that most of all, alcohol is a crutch. Like my old self, I talk to countless people who still struggle with social anxiety and sexual anxiety, and they try to use alcohol as a way to get over that. And even though they have nights where they can get drunk and talk to lots of people, or take somebody home from a bar, or whatever it is, at the end of the day, when they don't have alcohol, they can't do those things. And unless you want to keep drinking forever, then it's not really a long-term solution. Because there's a reason why it's called liquid courage and not liquid confidence. Courage is often from an action that you take in a moment, when confidence is a long-term virtue you hold within yourself. We know that one of the primary ways to build real confidence is to slowly expose yourself to things that you're scared of, like judgment or rejection. And if you put up a wall or avoid those things, then generally you don't overcome those anxieties or fears. When you're drunk, it's basically like putting up another wall that's avoiding real exposure. Your inhibitions drop, you stop really taking in what other people are saying or doing, and you're kind of disconnected from the moment. That's why a lot of times when you get really drunk or hammered, you don't even remember what you were talking about that previous night. So you're never really getting that practice to being vulnerable and being truly honest with people. It's the same reason why guys memorize pickup lines for 5 years and they recite them all the time, and yet they still struggle with massive amounts of anxiety or self-worth, or can't really be themselves and really feel calm and confident with attractive women. When I would get drunk, I could say almost anything and feel pretty fearless about it. When you're drunk, the drug takes over and it changes your neurochemistry, so you don't actually care about what you're saying, and you're not really feeling other people's judgments or the weight behind your words. So yeah, you might be able to temporarily walk up to that woman, or you might be able to take that person home and feel comfortable having sex with them for the first time, but the second that wears off, then you're back at square one, and then you have to drink again just to be able to replicate those same experiences. It's amazing that I talk to people, and young people especially, that have never had a social or romantic outing, especially with new people, while sober. They've never had sex while sober with somebody. And you're missing so much from those experiences because you don't actually connect with somebody, you don't open up on a meaningful way, you don't remember these special moments, and you're also just not growing. I met my wife at a bar, and I promised myself that night that I wasn't going to drink, and so when the waiter came by to offer us something, I said I wasn't having a drink, and that really impressed her. She told me after that it was so different from the other guys she met, where they're always drunk or slurring their words or not really in the moment, and it really made me stand out immediately. And on top of that, I was present enough to have great conversation, to get into deeper stuff, to actually get to know one another, which excited both of us to really explore that connection further. I can only imagine that if I had been drunk, like many times in my life before, that we probably wouldn't have gotten to that depth, and we might not even be together today. So am I saying that you have to give up alcohol immediately? No, but I'm saying to use it in moderation, and maybe less so in those moments where you're really trying to develop new skills or grow in social and romantic situations. And I understand that's really hard. If you're somebody who's used to a lot of drinks when you're going out and you've never had any other experiences otherwise, it's almost impossible to just stop that. So instead, I think start by scaling it back. Tell yourself, okay, maybe I can have 2 or 3 drinks or 1 or 2 drinks tonight and space them out so that I have a little bit of a buzz, but I'm still kind of in my head, I'm still present, and I still have some kind of feeling to judgment or exposing myself, so I am growing at least a little bit. And as you get comfortable with that, continue to scale back. I honestly think that everybody should have a period in their life where they don't drink alcohol when they're going out to meet people or on dates or having sex, because those are the moments where you'll actually change. And you'll be amazed at how fun it can be to actually have these experiences when you're truly present. I believe that ultimately we are all responsible for our own personal growth and fulfillment. So if you want to become more confident in dating and social situations, then do as they say and drink responsibly. So if you like this video, grab a cold brewski and give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.